Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We just got a Hoss Tools double wheel hoe, and what I want to do in this particular demonstration is show putting it together. It's relatively an easy piece of equipment to operate and to assemble. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take the center part of the attachment out right here. We want to locate the wheel shaft assembly rod here, and it goes through the front of this attachment here. Then we want to take our wheels and we want to look in the kit for the dust caps. There's dust caps that come with it. We want to put a dust cap on each side of this wheel here, and what we'll do is we'll lift this thing up and we're going to stick this rod through this wheel here with the dust caps on it. We're going to install another dust cap on the other side. I'm going to put this wheel on over here. I'm going to put another dust cap on over here. Then we're going to locate the two lock nuts out of the kit. We're going to put one on one side and one on the other side. Okay, according to the instructions, we're to put a 1/2 inch wrench on each side, and we are to start tightening them. You turn this around so you can kind of get a little bit better visual until they snug up. They both tightened up there. Next thing we want to do, I'm going to turn this around. These are the plows that go on the back of it there. We want to locate the carriage bolts for them. The carriage bolts go in from the bottom. There's a big lock nut that goes on top of it, a big flat washer nut. These are adjustable. They go inside these holes here. Turn it around like this. These are all adjustable. There's 4 of them that goes on here. Really easy to assemble because once you get to that point, it holds itself. Of course, once I get to the field, these will have to be readjusted to whatever spacing I feel like I need for removing the weeds. Let me say there's several other attachments that go with this. There's 2 half shovels for bedding up rows. There are some sweeps that go with it for cleaning out between plants or on each side of plants and stuff. But this particular demonstration is to show you the little cultivators that goes on it here. They just stick right up in the bottom of that. This is a really simple piece of equipment to put together. As you notice, I am actually in the house doing it because it's really just something I don't mind putting in my house to put together. The next thing we want to do, we want to pick out the handles here. Now you want to install the handles with the Hoss writing on the outside. Now you're going to look for 2 carriage bolts to go in this, and they're going to install from the inside facing outward. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it through. I'm going to lay the handle down. I'm going to put a flat washer. I'm going to put a lock washer. And then I'm going to put a nut. I'm not going to tighten it down yet. I'm just going to snug it up. Then I'm going to pick another one. Now this part of the harness right here has an adjustment slot in it. Now this adjustment slot is for you to adjust the handles to where they're more comfortable for you at. So right now I'm going to just pick them up, stick the bolt in it, it will hold itself. Remember, a flat washer, a lock washer, and the nut. Not going to tighten them. We're going to move over to the other side. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to put the bottom bolt in. We're going to stick the handle in, let it rest on the floor. Once again, flat washer, lock washer, and nut. We're just going to run it up. Then I'm going to lift the handle up. Flat washer, lock washer again, and a nut. I'm going to run that up. Now, the next part of the project, I'm going to spin this around where maybe you can see this a little better. We're going to take the wooden dowel that comes with it. We're going to stick it right in between the handles here. We're going to bump it together. Inside the box is two 1-inch self-tapping wood screws. We're going to stick one of them in there. We're going to get that one started. And then we're going to come over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to tighten those down in there. And basically, that is all there is to putting one of these Hoss tools together. It is really just that simple to use. That's the whole process of putting one of these Hoss tools together. I look forward to getting out in the field with it and actually putting it to use.
Wow, this is easy.
I'm letting Wanda use the 2-wheel hoe.
We may have to fight over this.
That is the way to go, ain't it, babe?
Yes.
Look at that. She's using it with the sweeps. Going down the middles of that row. I'm telling you what, Wanda is not a big frame structure lady, but yet this 2-wheel hoe, even a lady can use one. It's not wearing her out. It's not hard for her to push.
I love this. Where was Hoss Tools years ago?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, that is awesome.
It's breaking this ground up good.
Yeah, and it cuts the weeds off underneath. Does a fantastic job.
And all you have to do is...
All you gotta do is just pick the weeds up and throw them out, because it's done cut them off.
I mean, that quick.
that quick. Hoss Tools is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
What I'm here today to show you is this Hoss 2-wheel hoe. We just got this in from Hoss. As you've seen here, we've used the cultivator. I love the cultivator. It really breaks the ground up good. Then we came back and we put the sweeps on the bottom of it here. And I tell you what, this thing here is a dream to use. I am so thankful that I have this now. I'll be looking into more of the Hoss products from here on out, I can tell you, because this right here saved me a ton of hoe work in the garden. I was able to go up and down these rows in probably 5 minutes or less. I would recommend the Hoss 2-wheel hoe to anyone who has a small garden and needs to get out and cultivate it. I'm telling you, Hoss Tools is the way to go with the 2-wheel hoe. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Hoss wheel products, especially the Hoss 2-wheel hoe, we have a link in the description box below. I'm an affiliate for them. Would appreciate it if you'd purchase one through us. It kind of helps our YouTube channel out a little bit, so check the description box out below. There'll be a link there for Hoss Tools. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.